Yeah. I love my HBCU. And boy, I love it, love it. I love it, love it. I love my HBCU. And man, I hope my team they won. Yeah. I hope my team they won. Yeah. Man, I hope my team they won. I hope my team they won. Yeah. I tune into the HBCU Sports Lab to see if my team won or lost. If they lost, I'm quiet as a mouse. But if they won, keep tab. I'ma do the dab, yeah. Dr. Cavil, he know what he be talking about. Mike and Charles, they know what they be talking about. They compress the analytic data with this hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they won or lost, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
This is Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. I don't know what's going on with my banner today. There we go. I'm here with Tariq Wilson. How you doing, sir?
I'm okay. You seen the movie Harlem Nights?
Oh God, yes. Who hasn't?
Man, my pinky toe. I broke my pinky toe the other day.
Nobody shot it, right?
Nah, luckily.
Oh my
A freak
goodness
accident.
gracious.
Freak accident.
Oh no. That's why
But
you
other
had
than
time
that,
for today.
yeah, man. I limped out. I limped out to my son's basketball game, and I made it back on time. So yeah, man.
All right.
But I'm in the crib. But how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain too much. It's been kind of treacherous, but we'll talk about basketball later. But outside of that, I'm good. I mean, how was your holidays, man? We haven't done a show since before Christmas. So how was your holidays?
That's true. It was great. Like, we just moved. Like I said, weeks ago, we moved to New York City. So life has been so crazy. We just were like tourists over the break. So we just stayed here and did everything you could do in the city. So it was actually fun.
Launch didn't go to Times Square during New Year's.
Nah, nobody. That's crazy. Like those people get there like 2 a.m. and they wear
And they wear
diapers and
diapers.
all that.
They wear
Yeah,
diapers
yeah,
because they can't lose their spot.
yeah. But I went when I was a kid, when it was crazy. There was no lines. Like you just get there. I mean, we all got
Man.
lost, but that's when it was crazy, crazy. This is all like commercial and nice. And before it was crazy, man. Everybody running around doing crazy stuff. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
nah,
Nah,
yeah,
I
nah.
stay away from that.
Yeah, my lady is from Queens. So
Oh, okay.
she would tell me about like, hey, we never go there because
No, no.
Times Square is insane during that period of time.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
insane every time. Like if you live here, you try and avoid it.
yeah, I believe it. All right, I'm gonna run through the intro. Welcome to episode 765 of Inside the HBCU Sports Lab radio show and podcast, the show that's covering the sporting HBCU diaspora, all things HBCU sports for institutions large and small, from the NAIA to the NCAA. We share insights and information on the HBCU sports culture and HBCU athletic aesthetics to facilitate the story of HBCU athletic programs and the business of HBCU sports. I'm your host, David L. Rhodes, with Tariq Wilson. Brandon King and Jeffrey Johnson's on assignment. We're filming live from our home studios and sending the signal live to KCOH 1230 AM studios with the Texas Radio Hall of Famer Ralph Cooper in the beautiful home of Texas Southern University from Houston, Texas. A lot of things has happened since the last time we had a show. Particularly, man, I want to start off with your hire Van Malone and the fact it looks like he's starting to assemble his staff. What have you been hearing, man?
Yeah, he's got his staff together, at least the main coordinators. Let me pull up. Some poached, like a guy was poached. Oh, there we go.
Here go Brandon King. I know we can't see him, but that's Brandon. Y'all got to trust me on this one. This is definitely
Yep.
Brandon King.
Well, here, so what up, man?
How's it going? How's it going, fellas?
Stay
Doing
all
good.
right. Yep. But no, he's
Forgive
putting his
me.
staff together. Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, forgive me. I'm en route, but I had to at least show my face.
Fair enough. We're gonna talk about what's going on in your coaching situation over there too. We'll get to you in a minute. So what's going on with your staff? Your staff's been assembled.
Yeah, let me pull up who we've gotten so far. Yeah, it was pretty good. One thing about this guy, as I pull it up, he's not flashy. Um, I don't think that it's been like public yet, so that's why I haven't can't find it. And I don't even know the guys' names.
Nah, it's okay. I know. I heard a nice little. I've been hearing rumors about what Tennessee State's doing over there
Oh,
with hit
okay, I got it.
with their OC.
All
So
right. Clay Jennings as defensive coordinator and DJ Bolden as offensive coordinator. Jennings coached safeties at North Texas after stops at Texas State, UNLV, and Texas Tech. Bolden coached wide receivers at South Carolina State, was head coach at D2 Lake Erie. So
mm,
those are the two main coordinators. It's like a lot of time everything has been flash, but this has not been a flash hire. It's been very strategic and methodical. So yeah, I mean, one thing I've learned about some of the guys who could have been coached, man, it was an impressive. I mean, this guy really earned it. I mean, some really impressive people really applied for this thing, but he stood out. So I think we got the right guy. So he's saying all the right things, Van Malone. So now we just got to recruit. That's the hard part.
that's always the hard part.
Oh man,
Hope you got an
everything's
NIL
easy
budget,
until
buddy.
then.
Hope you got an NIL budget.
I,
NIL
I
budget, buddy.
heard I heard the NIL budget is nice, and I heard part of the reason why we have a new regime is because the previous one did not use the NIL budget. Yes, there
Mm.
was more emphasis on bringing in young guys instead of retention and getting in the portal. So I don't think that's gonna happen this time. But nah, I've been told that there's money
Oh, that's good to
for
hear.
this. Yeah, yeah. Her money's not a problem. I mean, for what we're trying to do, like we ain't rich, but we all right.
Nah,
So
you gotta just slide the kids something.
yeah, no, it's got to slide him something. But as I said on our podcast, we can. I hate this portal. I hate it. I hate it. I hate
It's not
it.
gonna get better, bro.
I know. I know.
Not gonna get
Until they
better.
get contracts, until that comes.
And
But
even then,
that's
it ain't gonna get better because now they're not even fulfilling that. They're not even following the contracts that they have. There's a lot of stories coming out in regards to that.
the schools or the kids.
The kids,
So they just leaving money on the table.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm starting to dig into it. Like, I guess there's some other bigger schools where players aren't really fulfilling their side of the bargain of the contract.
Wow. Okay, that's a whole new thing.
That's a whole
Um,
new ball game.
but yeah, that's what my man needs to do. He needs to. We got the coordinators in place. I think he's filling out the rest of the staff, but he's got to figure out what couple guys he needs to retain, and then who else to go and pick up. But I heard we got a couple signings, but these are signings that they already had like out of high school, but I haven't seen like them pick up any big names yet in the portal.
Okay.
So
So, Mr. King, I'm going to get you involved in the discussion. I heard that you guys got a new OC coming down the pike in Tennessee State, man.
Yeah, that's the word on the street. So
And as an Aggie, I'm happy. I'm happy for
hmm?
y'all. As an Aggie, I'm happy. I'm happy for y'all.
no, right.
Happy for y'all.
Hate, 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 hate.
Hate, 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 hate.
Well, because here's the thing: watching them and understanding that when Coach Barlow came in, it was late in the cycle. You don't have time to necessarily stock the proverbial uh, cupboard with your ingredients. With that being said, that was a football team that was offensively challenged, to say the least. Um, it was bringing up the rear in scoring both in the OVC and even nationally in terms of points per game, touchdowns, and things of that nature. We're talking about a team that didn't even crack 30 points, much less sniff it. So, um, if we can get a new chef in the kitchen, and with Coach Barlow and his staff having a full cycle to kind of get the toys in that they need, which we've already started to see. Um, Offensively speaking, I think we'll be we'll be better than 15 points per game and roughly that we averaged this year. So uh, we'll see how this shakes out.
Yeah, now it's gonna be like, for those who don't know it, the word on the street is that Matt Leone from the school down the road is going to end up being the next offensive coordinator for Tennessee State, which would be a big pickup for them. That offense in the MEAC was among the best in the conference and one of the best nationally. So you're getting a significant upgrade offensively if he's coming to town.
The
Especially if you
question,
get his coordinators.
would that be considered a lateral move?
It depends what the money looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, would that be like, is OVC considered a stronger conference than the MEAC? That's the question.
Yeah. I guess my question is for Central fans. They're not on what? Everything okay in Eagle Land?
I don't know. I can't. I don't speak to their problems. I don't speak to their problems at all. I don't. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to get an OC. I mean, Trey Oliver's a phenomenal head coach, so I'm pretty sure he's not gonna have a problem getting somebody over there to run their offense over there. But they're gonna have to go find somebody.
Agreed.
They have to go. That's a big loss for him.
Yes, huge.
That's a big loss for him.
Huge.
I mean, now I will say Walker Harris, that was his last season, so they were gonna, they're gonna have a new quarterback at the helm. I think his last name is Jones, I believe. He's okay. We'll see how he is. But now they're gonna have to learn a new offense, depending on who they bring in as the OC. So it'll be fascinating to see if that becomes a competition or not, depending on who they bring in or who they already have on the roster. So your rival Tariq hired a head coach too.
Who that is?
Yeah, Ted White.
Ted
White. Ted White is now the new head coach at Howard University.
That seems like the right move.
I'm more worried about them stealing A&T's offensive coordinator at this point, to be honest with you.
Will it be a big loss?
Yeah, I think so, because I think when you have to play 7 different quarterbacks, you're able to get them prepared. I mean, there's a testament to that. And part of the reason why he left Howard in the first place was because the previous coach would not let him run plays.
Oh.
So
got it.
That. So
yeah, good for Howard, man. I mean, the crazy thing, like, it's a interesting bunch of fans. Like, their basketball team is playing well. This Ted White's a good hiring, but I don't see nothing, man. Like, the more good stuff happens to them, the quieter they get, man. Like,
it's funny. There's only primarily a couple folks like Erica be out there in the streets, but outside of that,
she holds it down, man. Yeah, the rest
outside of that, it's pretty quiet over in Howard Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they win a lot in that conference. Like,
yeah, man, they're doing well.
They won a lot in the MEAC.
Yeah.
So
you see what they did out of conference this year? They had some.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Well, I mean, a lot of our HBCU did some great stuff out of conference too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to talk about some of that after the break. We're gonna get into basketball after the break, so we're gonna go ahead and take this short break, and we'll be right back afterwards. Let me see.
Yep.
This is Ryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Lab. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Lab, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
into these colleges, and we have to fund our kids in these colleges, and we have to make sure our kids have seats in these colleges.
And what about HBCUs? You mentioned.
Absolutely. You got to fund them all, and you got to make sure they're properly funded. You know, the real reason why I went after Comcast and Charter, it didn't have anything to do with my cable networks. It didn't. What happened was a gentleman wanted to do the Black College Sports Network in partnership with the HBCUs. And Comcast did not accept it. And that would have made a lot of money for these black colleges.
Absolutely.
And it would have educated the Black College Sports Network. This is what he wanted to do. That would have educated a lot of black kids. And when they didn't do that, that's when I came off the bench and said, okay, I'm going to light you up like a Christmas tree. Okay. That was the real reason why I got into it, was when I saw what happened with the Black College Sports Network, which I don't own. I just knew.
Why didn't you buy it?
I just knew. I just knew that these black.
I like that talk.
All right. I knew that these black colleges were going to benefit, and these black kids were going to get the education that they deserved and not have to pay.
There's a shot. To right. It could be. Right field. Grand slam. What a shot. That's how you get hot, young fella.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
Compress the analytic data with the hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to episode 765 of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. This is the Indy Report. So let's get into some basketball, guys. We've had a lot of crazy things that happened in basketball in general. Like our head coach at A&T decided to end up getting a public reprimand regarding
Did he earn
referee.
Did he earn it?
Yeah, he earned it.
Okay.
Here's my thing, man. Some magazines ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but you know, when you look at the data when it comes to how they've been shooting, particularly from the three point line, kind of can't put that on the refs. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it might be situations because of the flow of the game and certain situations where, you know, you could have taken care of X, but I think to follow the ref and look for the ref after the game into the locker room is kind of wild. Like, it's kind of crazy, but I understand. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of CAA refs. I get it, but he definitely earned it. Kind of took me aback because I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. But that's a different discussion. A&T hasn't won a game in conference yet. We're still looking for that on both the men and the women's side. The women probably are they're young. They missed their guards. They missed Procone and Dorsey big time on the ladies' side. On the men's side, they're still trying to figure it out. I think by the time we get to the tournament, I think we'll be ready. They gotta just learn how to play together and stuff like that. But you guys looking good too, man. Hampton looking pretty good so far. Y'all looking in a good spot. Tennessee State is too. They out here beating UNLV.
Yeah.
So y'all are sitting in a good spot while I'm over here in purgatory.
Our men were 2-1, and the one loss was by 4 at UNC Wilmington.
We almost beat them.
Boys are tough. Yeah,
we should have beat them in the opener, man. I was kind of hurt that we kind of blew that gasket there. We had a double-digit lead against those guys.
One thing, and I don't know, I need to watch more games because when we first got into the CAA, I thought the refs were really good. And what I noticed was that, you know, they rewarded the home team. Like they did give a home court advantage. And we got some fairly. I was like, okay, I can see there's a pattern. The road team, you ain't gonna get the calls, more physical. But this year, I'm not seeing that. This year, I see why your coach bugged out. I wouldn't have done it like that because we getting the same kind of crazy whistles at home. where we didn't get that. So I feel it. He can't do that, but they're not roughing the way they were when we first got in the conference.
Nah, I'm with you. Because both teams are actually legitimately decent. They're pretty good. So now like they're a threat. But we
Yep.
gonna see, man. Like I know that to drop a public reprimand says a lot. I know a lot of the HGI was a couple of days late on it, but they did talk about it. So I thought that I was taken aback when I saw it.
Did the ref say something to him? I mean, I could see a bad call, but did the ref say something to him for him to
Man,
carry it like
nobody's
that?
asked. I don't know. I mean, you got the emotions of the game too, right? So that happens. Like it happens. But sometimes you go overboard a bit, and you got to defend your guys. So you can't be mad at that. And I'm pretty sure the guys loved it. I'm pretty sure the players loved it. So, because from what I understand, man, they're a pretty tight knit group over there. So, which is good, because he's had to revamp the roster every single year since he's been the coach. Every year he's had to revamp that roster, and I think that's going to become the norm. I think they replaced 10 players this year, and one of the players that stayed ended up getting redshirted because he was being in rotation. So he's revamped. He has revamped that roster every single season since he's been in the CAA.
I heard this coach say, man, it's like this transfer portal is like I'm trading my twos for your twos.
I just want to get a new set of tools to see how we're looking.
Right. Oh man. Yep. But Tennessee State, they balling? I haven't seen their roster.
Oh yeah,
their record.
They're the men are 9-5, 3-1 in conference. Just coming off a win over. And yeah, they're playing some really good basketball so far this season, man. Nolan Smith, those young brothers playing well. They really bought in already to what his program or what he's trying to get done out there. And man, they're really able to their thing is they create a lot of turnovers, especially Aaron and Kroom and Dante Harris, man. They create a lot of turnovers and able to really get out and run. And once they're able to get out in the open court, they're really able to get a lot of easy baskets. And they've been decently shooting the tray ball this year decently well, especially Travis Harper set a program record in the last game. He hit 9. And then he came back with another strong game against Little Rock. So yeah, they're looking really good. They're playing really good basketball. On the women's side, it's not so much. And the thing about it is with the women, they're better, and I've said it before, they're a better ball club than their record indicates. They're in a lot of these games, they're competitive, but they'll have maybe a stretch or a quarter where they get discombobulated. You have some turnovers, you have a dry spell offensively, and that's where some of these ball games have gotten away from them. But watching the women from last year to this year, they're playing better basketball. They've just got to kind of learn how to put it all together and play a complete 4 quarters of basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ladies on our end, they're young. They're just young. They gotta and our lack of guards is killing us. We just don't have any guards anymore. We ain't got I think Paris Locke, who's a forward, has been bringing the ball down because of the guard play. The guard play are turnover machines right now. We got to reduce the turnovers, and we're still having turnover challenges within it. But I know Coach Rob is going to figure it out and turn it around. They got a whole conference schedule to do it, so hopefully we can string some wins and we'll go from there. But we shall see. Now, let me tell you something, man. The first weekend of MEAC play was insane, particularly on the men's side. South Carolina State beating Howard to get their second win of the season. School down the road beating Norfolk. I know Lynn wasn't too happy about that one. Yeah, they lost by 2. Delaware State lost to Coppin. Maryland Eastern Shore beat the brakes out of Morgan State. So I find it interesting. It's funny. A&T went 4-1 against these guys. The only loss we had was against Howard. But we beat UMass, Morgan, school down the road, and South Carolina State, and we beat South Carolina State pretty bad. So that was probably the most shocking one because I thought Howard was legit, but I guess they were having some free throw challenges in that game. But the MEAC conference play is wide open. Maybe some teams will come back in reality. But Norfolk losing, I'm not too surprised because even the coach said he was surprised that they would pick to win the conference because they got a young team. They had to revamp their roster.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's going to be the new normal for a lot of these schools. Like, you're revamping the entire roster. So what are your thoughts? I don't know how much you've been paying attention to me, but what are your thoughts regarding that?
Yeah, shocker, man. All shocks. I mean, it seemed like I still watch Central because I used to go to their games living in Durham. So I I'm a fan of them. So for them to get that win against Norfolk State is huge. That just it's gonna quiet down folks, talking about Malone a little bit, just a little bit. But Howard, what happened to them? Losing to South, they just weren't ready.
I have no idea because I think South Carolina State was probably arguably the worst team in the conference.
Yeah, maybe one of the worst in the country.
Oh yeah, their net is near the bottom, but to beat Howard, considering what Howard did in out of conference play, Howard beat a couple CAA teams in out of conference play.
They had like 4 of them.
Yeah, so that was surprising to say the least. Now,
Howard's going Howard.
Well, look, listen. I thought Howard was going to win both. The women, the MEAC's the women, Howard dominating that. Like Howard's going to run through that conference.
Yeah, they could run the table.
It might run the table. They're that good. They're probably gonna run the table. Now as for the SWAC, shout out to Grambling, man. Grambling's out here killing it. They're killing it.
You know who that player, man, that guard, that guy
Lunos?
who killed us. Man. Man. I heard we could have had him too, but yeah. Yeah.
Well,
man.
y'all weren't gonna get him. Y'all weren't gonna snatch him from Prairie, man.
Tough. But no, we have one of his teammates.
Oh.
Yeah. But he's nice. He single-handedly beat us. We couldn't stop him, especially in transition. He get that thing. He's like a one-man transition guy, so he's tough. Actually, the SWAC is balling, man. I mean,
they're a basketball conference. I've been trying to tell them that for years. They're a basketball conference. They can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah,
they are a basketball.
How can they get out of that play-in game? That's they got enough talent. Like, they got to figure out a way to win more of these out-of-conference games so they can get out of that playing game.
Well, I think the biggest challenge for the SWAC is some of them have to schedule out of necessity. Some of these schools they got scheduled, so they don't really get to schedule, schools that are in close proximity that aren't necessarily a P4 school. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like when they have to do that, they're gonna get plastered. They're gonna get beat pretty bad. Just like on the women's side, Valley ended up beating the favorites. They beat Alabama A&M, if I recall correctly. They beat Alabama A&M in the first conference game. Pulled the upset. But Valley the women had one of the toughest schedules in all of college basketball on the women's side. So, but no, Edwin, I'm not saying Gramblin's the only one. I mean, no. Gramblin's 2-0, UAPB's 2-0, Bethune's 1-0, Jackson's 1-0. There's some pretty good squads on the men's side. I'm not saying they're the only one. I just think Gramblin's going to win the conference because I'm a fan of the coach. I just think Gramblin's going to win the conference.
And now that he doesn't have the coach looking over his shoulder.
Why are you bringing up old stuff? Yeah, you bring.
I'm just saying, when the name on your office door is written in Sharpie, you can't really build a program. I'm sorry.
I mean, Charlie Ward gonna make it happen, man.
He is. I really like that hire.
Well, he's only won a conference play so far, so we'll see. We'll see how that comes to fruition, but it's going to be interesting to see how that goes because they lost to Bethune in their rivalry game. They got Southern up next, and that's not going to be an easy task. They got Southern and Grambling. They got Southern and Grambling. Now they're at home. They are at home. They got Southern, then Grambling, back to back. They got the Bayou Classic run, is what I like to call that.
They got their work cut out for them. That's for damn sure.
They sure do. They sure do. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take the next break. We'll be right back, guys. This will probably be the last break of the show.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
Oh, we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door, tell them mama hungry.
It's the 37th annual Zora Festival. It's in Edenville, Florida, Saturday, January 31st and February the 1st. On Saturday, the all-white party tribute to Frankie Beverly with May's guitarist Jubu. Bread, Sunset, and Taisha Williams. And on Sunday, the Line Dance Party Live with Jeter Jones, Mike Clark Jr., and Boss Lady Coco. Tickets available at zorafestival.org.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
Compress the analytic data with your hip-hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gonna teach a lesson.
Welcome back to Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, episode 765. This is the Indy Report. I'm just gonna go over some things that has occurred recently and not recently, and so to speak, since we've been on the last break. First thing I want to go over is the fact that I guess a homecoming opponent won't be available for our HBCUs this upcoming season, as Lincoln, California has announced that they're not going to be having they're not going to have a 2026 football season. So, I know that's a historical. That's a game that it's not historical by any stretch of the imagination, but that's typically a homecoming opponent for a lot of HBCUs. And I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it. I have my whole spill about how I feel about us scheduling them and the Virginia Lynchburgs and the Westgates. So I want to get your thoughts on it, Tariq.
Is that who you guys originally scheduled?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
other HBCUs tend to schedule them for a homecoming
Oh,
or a home opener.
I mean, honest, I don't really have a take. I would love to hear your spiel.
Oh God.
I don't have a take.
For those who do know me, I've always been about scheduling better out of conference. So for me, when you make the decision to play a school that's not even Division II, like they're not even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you
Got
make
it.
the decision to schedule that, even if you just want the easy win or whatever, I just think it dilutes the conference, in my opinion.
Agree
I
with that.
think I think
Agree.
if
Well,
you're
the
gonna
good news is for us, we haven't played them in a while, or a school like that. I don't know about you guys, but
the
we had
last
to
time
step it
we
up.
the last time we played those guys, that was when we were trying to rebuild our program back in the mid 2000s. Like we had them as homecoming opponents. I think at one point we used to play them every year at one point, but that was like when we were trying to rebuild the program, like 27 game losing streak, 1-win seasons. Like that was a different era for us. Like we wouldn't put them on the schedule now. Even as bad as we've been the past few years, we wouldn't put them on the schedule now. But I've never been the biggest fan of scheduling that game, knowing that you can have a conference game for homecoming. You can play a good out of conference opponent for homecoming. Shout out to Jackson State, they did that. They played Campbell one year for their homecoming, right? So like you can schedule other people. You don't have to schedule Lincoln, California, Virginia, Lynchburg for your homecoming. You shouldn't be scheduling them. And that's just how I feel about it because I think that dilutes the conference. I'd rather you play, if you're gonna do an out of conference opponent, I'd rather you play somebody that's out of conference within Division I, FCS.
Yeah.
That's just my thoughts on it.
Agree. I mean, the good thing in the news for us is like you really can't schedule those kind of guys in the CA. Like you can't do it. You can't do it. Neither I don't think Tennessee State either. You can't do it now. I mean, first of all, there's too many teams to schedule, and you want to get in that playoffs. I mean, that's what we're doing. Playing those kind of
Yeah.
games does not help you.
Like I know one year when the school down the road didn't win the MEAC, and I said, "Well, you schedule Virginia Lynchburg, they ain't gonna put you in."
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna put you in, and you lost other key FCS games too, so they're not gonna put you in because you got to get as many FCS wins as possible, and you're eliminating that. And now you have a 12th game now that you can add, and you shouldn't add it. Like if you add a Division II opponent and it's like a historical rivalry, I completely understand that. I'm not gonna be mad at it. I'm not gonna beat you up too much about it. I think if you schedule two of them, that's a whole different discussion point. Or if you schedule, I don't think we should be doing that. But I think if you do it to try to keep a historical rivalry, I have no issue with that. But I'm pretty sure nobody's rival is Virginia Lynchburg. Like I
Hey,
don't think it's in California.
the last time we played Virginia University, Lynchburg, me and Jeff were laughing because their uniforms didn't fit, man. like they didn't belong out there. Like we shouldn't be playing these guys. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like
Li-
it was
li-
just a bad deal.
They had
Man, the
like
bad news
Lincoln.
bears of football.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was bad news, man.
Nah, they the Washington Generals.
Yeah.
They are. That's what they are. Like that's
Yeah.
what they are. And like in last season we got Westgate. Never heard of Westgate until I saw one of the HBCUs playing. And I'm like, why are we playing these schools? Like I just don't understand.
Yeah.
I understand everybody wants to win
It's
homecoming, but come on, guys.
you don't
But I
you
guess
don't
You
you
know what
don't
it's
have to
kind of
schedule
like?
Glass Joe.
I mean, even Glass Joe could beat these guys. Like even Glass Joe could beat these guys.
Hey, quiet as kept. If I want you to go look at the average basketball schedule of many mid majors and small majors, and look how many Division II teams they play. Like some of it's just padding the schedule.
Yeah.
An extra win for the uninformed if you're not really paying attention.
Don't look now. This school is 9-3. And all 3 losses of Division I programs, you got 6 of your 9 wins with Division II. Yeah, Chicago State has been doing pretty well. And they added football. Yeah, I remember when the MEAC tried to get Chicago was trying to get Chicago State. They voted the president and chancellors voted against it. The AD said, "Yep." President and chancellor said, "Nope." They're in the Northeast Conference. It's funny. I live in the Northeast. I live in New England, and the Northeast Conference has added them, and they also added the University of New Haven, who just jumped up to Division I. So
Does Chicago State have loot to be flying to the East Coast, or are they gonna be doing bus rides?
I don't know what they're doing, bro. I don't know what they're gonna be doing. From what I understand, the concern with the presidents at the time for the MEAC was they didn't know whether or not they were serious about having football. My argument was, well, you need the other sports too. So I just felt like you could have figured out a way to make it work. But I don't know what they're going to be doing. They got a coach. I don't know if they've hired a full staff yet. I don't even know if they got players yet in Chicago State.
They have taken a couple of Hampton's recently departed coaches.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
damn, y'all losing everybody.
No, it was guys that
Oh yeah, well they weren't gonna make it under Van Malone anyway. So yeah, that makes
part
sense.
of Boykin's staff. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would make sense then. But no, I mean, I'm rooting for Chicago State. It's not an HBCU, but it is a predominantly Black institution. So I think they're like 85 or 90% Black at that institution. So and they don't really have Division I football in the city of Chicago. So that alone would that's a market. That's a potential market. You have an NFL team, but you don't have a Division I program. So that's a market for Chicago State. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. I hope they can make it work. Hopefully they're not busting everywhere. Cause that's still a trek. Like Chicago to Boston ain't easy. It ain't an easy ride. That's a hike.
Yeah. And I know the money's a little tight. I know that for certain. So I want to know how they're gonna be getting to the Northeast from Chicago, man.
Yeah, but they would have had the same challenge if they would have went into the MEAC too, right? And then on top of I don't think the schools in the Northeast. I think the schools in the Northeast got the money to travel where they need to go. But when you talk about basketball, man, like, can you imagine them heading over to Baltimore to play Coppin? Or Maryland Eastern Shore? It would have been a challenge. But yeah. They have one of the toughest schedules. Yeah, but they don't have the resources, man. They're never going to start. No. They don't have the resources, man. They don't have the resources. I think they keep football to keep enrollment going at that institution, from what I understand. Like, that's why they got to keep it around. But the concern is that, sometimes they might not be able to make games. Like, I think a biggest challenge for Lincoln, California was that they weren't able to make all their games last season. So they kind of didn't have much of a choice to not have a season next year. I don't know where they're playing their games in Chicago. That's a phenomenal question. I have no idea.
Yeah, they don't know yet. They don't
know yet. They're trying to figure that out, from what I understand.
They don't know. They don't have the schedule. They don't know where they're playing. They just know they're going to be playing football.
With no players.
Right. But you know what, though?
They can find players. They have over 10,000 football players in the portal. They can find. They'll find 100 players to come to Chicago.
That's likely to be one toxic ass team, but they're gonna have a team.
Now it won't be because there's over 10,000. I believe there's close to 10, if not over 10,000 players in the portal right now. After 3 days, it was like 8,000 players in the portal. 8,000. There's not enough slots, is where I'm trying to give y'all a clue. Like, there's not enough slots for all these players in the portal, and I believe that the portal closes next week. So
have y'all gotten anybody good in the portal? We haven't, or at least they haven't said anything.
No, I don't think so. Not yet. I mean, I know the boys are working. I know the coaches are working. They're working. We're working behind the scenes to get some players in, because we had a lot of players that went into the portal. Matter of fact, one of the quarterbacks that went into the portal got an offer from the school down the road. Only offer too. We'll see. But I can understand why he hopped in the portal because we had 7 quarterbacks, man. Like, we had 7 quarterbacks and a bunch of them were injured. And most of them are planning on coming back. So we'll see. But I'm curious to know how it's going to work out with Chicago State, and when their schedule comes out. But a lot of conferences already announced their schedules for the season. Like I think Big Sky announced their conference schedule, Southland, CAA, MEAC and SWAC hasn't announced their schedules yet. But I've been like looking at like those schedules to see if any of our HBCUs are on it. Like I think Prairie View's playing a pretty rough out of conference schedule, man.
Hey, you know who Chicago State can schedule? Virginia University of Lynchburg. They probably gonna be full up with guys like that. Did you see Hampton's like first year after they left the MEAC when everybody kind of said
we're not playing y'all because y'all ran
yeah.
y'all just abruptly left, man. Y'all just
that was
bounced.
foul.
Yeah, y'all
So
just
their
bounced.
schedule probably gonna look like that. Just a bunch of teams, man. Like, yo, where they at? St. Mary's and Wisconsin, something like that. They're gonna be just finding people.
Yeah. This here, you out of here, Brandon?
Yeah. I have to bid you all. I'll be watching.
I'm about to close the show soon anyway.
Yeah, later, man.
All right, but this here, right here, see you, Brandon. This here is so. This is This is one of the biggest problems in college sports. How is your recruitment over if you got 5 D1 offers? There's players that ain't got 1, and you got 5. Like, make a decision, man. Like, make a call. Like, you made the call to get out. You made the call to go into the portal. So make a call and pick a school. Like, you shouldn't be out here teasing all these offers. Because some of these schools might decide, we're not waiting for you no more.
Yep. You know what? People be lying.
They do.
So
they do.
It might be a desperate plea to gin up some interest. So, take this all with a grain of salt. What one thing I hate about the portal since we're here, like it's it's so risky for the kids. And I don't want to sound like one of them old guys, like, for especially young brothers, man, like get the degree, like go somewhere. That's what I would tell my son. Go somewhere where you hopefully can stay there for a couple years. Now there's drama, coaches do stuff, but go somewhere and graduate. You can graduate in 3 years now. So pick the school, graduate, and then go get paid. But like hopping every year, like you can't graduate like that. And then when you're 25, 24, what do you have? You don't have anything, no allegiance, no degree. You just got memories. And I just want guys to be a little more strategic about it. That's what I counsel young brothers. Just be strategic about it. Like it's like AAU, man. I mean, even when I was coaching, man, you guys would switch teams every couple tournaments. Like, hell, I think you're kind of used to just making jumps, like just the way youth sports are. But college sports is not that. Like you have to play the system. So when you're done, you got something. That's what I would just hope they figure a way to do. To get something out of it instead of memories and maybe 50 grand. That's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, man. I think this whole thing is going to explode. Like I think that we're gonna get to a point where there ain't gonna be no money. Like, we already got like players.
It's coming. That's coming.
We got folks like Troy Aikman saying he's never gonna give the NIL again because his quarterback. They paid a quarterback for him to leave after a year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not. Once you start losing the rich people when it comes to NIL, you're gonna start losing everybody. So it's gonna be fascinating to see. And I'm gonna close this comment with. I'm gonna close it with this. To get A&T and FAMU to do this game, they're gonna have to give a pretty good check. A&T don't typically do too many classes unless the money's right. That's just the key. And I'm pretty sure FAMU is the same way. They're not going to do this game unless the money's right. But we ain't the only schools that can save that game. There's other schools that can save that game. Jackson State, Southern, you guys, Alabama State. College athletics is a business. Yep, it is a business. It's been a business forever.
It's been a business. It's just, at least at some point in time, the guys seem to get a little bit from it. I mean, it's not being paid, but now they're getting paid a little bit of money, but not even getting the degree and all the stuff that they should have gotten. Like, so I'm just saying, find a way to get everything you can from it instead of just memories. And then, like you said, half these guys in the portal, 40% of them done.
They're done.
It's
They
over.
don't realize
Done.
they're done yet. Like a lot of them think that they're not done, but they don't realize that they're done. Like
done.
They're done.
So you 20, done.
You're done. They don't realize that their sport career is over.
Yep.
They don't realize it yet. They're not going to realize it until the portal closes and nobody's called them. Like, because the thing is, man, when you're talking about 10,000 players, there ain't 10,000 slots. There's not. There's not 10,000 slots between D1, 2, and 3 that are available for players. That's why you're seeing more and more players announcing that they're coming back.
Yes.
Because they know they finally sat down and was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna be able to find something in this. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. But let me go ahead and run this outro. All right. Let me see here. What a day. Thank you for listening to Inside HBCU Sports Lab. Make sure you share our podcast with your friends and colleagues. I'm David L. Rhodes, and this is Tariq Wilson. Shout out to Brandon King for making an appearance as well. We hope you enjoyed. We look forward to next week as we discuss the latest news in the lab. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at champd1012. You can go to hupowership.com for Tariq Wilson and Jeff Johnson for HU Pirate Ship. You can go to sneakershoptalk.com for Brandon King and check out the articles that he's writing and some of the fly shoes that he be wearing. Make sure you follow Dr. Kenyatta Cavil on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow Inside the HBCU Lab Sports Lab 1 on Facebook and Inside the HBCU Sports Lab on YouTube. Dream big and continue to move forward. We will talk to you soon. Rate.
Course.
Lecture. Dismissed. Y'all have a good one, guys.
Yep. Take it easy.
Peace.